Hi Aries, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates, the rest let go. We will start off with a couple runes and then clarify with some cards. So let's get started. Alright, for your present state, you've got Perthel. Then you've got Manas. This is actually for the past. So let's look. Oh, you've got the blank one. Okay. And then we'll talk through this in a second. Then you've got Birkenau. And for the future, you've got Isa. All right, so let's take a look. So in your current state, you've got Pertho, which is a sense of like initiation, starting something new. In the past, you have Manas, which is all about like looking inwards. And currently, you've got your blank slate, so you get to decide what you want to do. Through this journey, this starting of something here, it seems like I'll take this that you're not clear yet what direction you want to take. Like it's almost like I see like you're in like the fork in the road, that there's two ways that you can take, and you're not quite sure yet what road you want to take, but that indecision actually ends up being indecision, right? So the decision not to do anything. So this, I'll say that to keep going, you need to make a decision, go left or go right, but you need to make a choice here. And Birkenau, which is all about growth. So in this journey, whatever decision that you make here, there is self growth that's happening. You are going to learn, you are going to expand your knowledge somehow. But then this leads to another situation of stillness and patience that's going to happen as well. What I'm feeling is that like through this decision you're making, you're learning something, but then there's still, it's almost like this patient comes in because it's almost like there's a second step to whatever decision and path that you're on here. There's something else that you need to do, something else that you need to take action on, but there's patience that has to come through here with Isa, because there's so think, I'll explain it this way for Isa. Think of it as like the change of seasons and what happens with water, right? So when it's winter, the water gets frozen and nothing's moving, right? So think of Isa that way, as the patience, that there's that pause that needs to happen before spring and things starts flowing again. So that's where the patience comes in. And the best analogy I can give is water, that through this pause, you can look inward and reflect on this journey here, so then that can give you the decisions to move forwards here. So let's go to the next set of runes to clarify this one, and then we'll pull cards. So you've got Fehu, which is all about abundance. So whatever decision you're making here, this is showing you that it is the right choice that you will be making. Oh, I love when this happens. So this, you've got Manas again. So this period of reflection here that you've had to do is going to pay off it and is going to guide you in that right direction, because it's coming out twice now. And you've got Yira, which is about harvest. So think of it this way, like, again, I'll use another analogy. So you've got, think of like a harvest. So when you get ready to do a garden, you have to get the soil ready. You have to plant the seeds. You have to make sure the soil is rich in nutrients. And even after you've planted your garden, you still need to take care of it. You still need to weed it, make sure everything's fine. And then at the end of the season, you get your bountiful harvest because you've taken good care of your garden. So think of relationships in your life the same way. The more you give out, the more positive you give out, the more that you get in return. So that's that harvest that comes in. So through this journey, you will reap the benefits in the end. But there's still this growth and that change that's happening in here to reap the benefits and then have that pause in your life with the reflection. And so this one here, Ingus, is a sign of fertility. So in this particular reading, I'm going to say it's not someone that's actually pregnant. It's more of a growth that you're going to get, and that perspective and that change that's coming. So that's what this is clarifying, is the growth that's happening through this journey and that decision that you're having to make. So let's clarify with some cards. All right, what does Aries need to know at this time? Okay, this popped out. So you've got the moon. So this, I'll take the moon as a sign of the change and the cycles that need to happen here. Like we talked about the harvest here and the steps that you need to go through. And the moon, think of it as the same way as you have the different cycles of the moon, the changes in the moon. So that's what that's reflecting, that there is steps and that you need to take. And this one is the first one, and then there's like a pause here before something else that's coming in. All right, what does Aries need to know? The Fool. So this is the start of the journey. So because this is the first card in the tarot, it's 0. So the Fool has all the tools at its disposal, but it's just not sure the path that they want to take. So that's what this is clarifying, that you're needing to make that choice. But through this growth that's happening here, this is showing you have all the right tools to do it. You just need to make a choice and take that path. All right. What does Aries need to know? The Hierophant. So the way I take this card, like I don't necessarily read the cards, the actual cards. I look at the meanings and what jumps out at me at the time. So we talked about the Fool having all the tools at their disposal. So if we look at the Hierophant here, she's got all the tools at her disposal. That's how I read this card, that she's got the cups, she's got everything, and look, she's triumphant here. So that's what this means, is that all what you've sown, all that positivity that you're giving out will come back. You do have all the tools for the journey that you're choosing to go on. What does Aries need to know? The Emperor. So you are going to stand tall and stand firm. And you can see the swords planted in the ground, and the lion is very stoic. So this is what that means. Like through the growth and the change that's happening here and what you learn from it, this is where it's going to strengthen your belief system, and really in that pause and reflection and the patience that's happening, you'll have that introspection and that time to look back, but it will actually give you stronger beliefs and a clearer direction on where you need to go as the next step. Okay, Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, thank you.